my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Wearing coat white, but my Vans. Hi, and welcome to ChristinaMarie.tv. I'm your host, Christina Marie, here on SF Live. You're in for a treat. We have a really fun team tonight. We have Justin Lamb and Sammy Wegent. Wegent?
Correct, Christina.
From the crazy comedy troupe SPF 7. Let's welcome them. Crazy. That's right. You're going to have some music for me. Did you? Okay, well, first I want to know, first of all, I wanted to find out why SPF 7. Who came up with that name?
Well, let's see. Short story in this.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Yeah,
but
the short one.
The short story is, how much we got? 22 minutes?
Nice.
18 minutes to take this. Gather around, children.
It was a cold summer in 1946.
All right, here we go.
Digest.
We started in Florida. The name for the theater company, or the name of the troupe that was at the theater company, had to have something to do with, like, the beach town.
Okay.
So, take it from there.
Okay, but SPF 7, Florida?
There were seven people.
Couldn't it? Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Very good. Now, you two...
I don't think you do get it.
I do get it. Trust me, I
think
understand.
you have no idea what we just said.
I do know. Zinc oxide. Did you all come out with, like, the zinc oxide on the little nose? And
Why are you saying that? That's insulting.
I'm checking. I'm checking.
Yeah,
we should have done that.
Pretty good idea.
So if you're wondering why right now I have these two on the show to harass and kick around here, it's because they have two one-man shows. True?
Yeah.
Two one-man shows coming up. I hope I said that right.
We
You
have
have
half-man
two
shows.
half-man shows, and they're coming up at the Purple Onion. So let's hear about the shows here. First of all, let's start with Justin. This is Justin over here. Wave your hand, Justin.
At you or the camera?
No, at the camera.
Either or. Hi.
Very good.
I'm
Tell
Justin,
us about your show.
Well, my show is called Hero Worship, and I've always been a huge fan of comic books, and I've noticed that lately in society, other people are starting to love comic books too. And so it's just been really fascinating to me how people are really hopping on the comic book bandwagon. But just because they're hopping on now doesn't mean they really know exactly how or why to appreciate superheroes. So my show talks a lot about how certain aspects of superhero culture we find every day in our daily existence, and how some of the things that we like about superheroes overlap with things like dating and religion and just other aspects of life.
Now, how do superheroes relate to dating? Because I have not dated many
You'll see.
superheroes.
Wait till after the show.
I know, we said we were going to get into that later. No, well, a good example of this is actually one of the most popular superheroes today is Batman. And
Okay.
a lot of people love Batman, but one of the most popular reasons that I think people love Batman is actually because of Robin. It's not because of Batman himself, it's because of his sidekick. I mean, how many times do guys go out to bars and they go with their own personal Robin, their wingman?
Robin is the wingman.
Robin's the wingman.
I like that. I like that little dating coach.
I have a child that I bring.
His child is his
I like
wingman.
that.
His name's Robin.
His name's
I
Robin.
see. You have a child that you bring dating?
Yes, he's my wing
He's his
boy.
wing boy.
That's good, wing boy. Does that work for you?
No.
Okay.
It looks kind of creepy.
It's creepy. It's really
Especially
It's
because
really,
he's on a
really
leash.
creepy.
Child
On a
services
leash.
stopped by the apartment again. They
Oh
need you
my
to call
God.
them at noon tomorrow about something about a hearing or something.
Tell him wing boy will be there.
And you've got to feed him. He
Nope.
keeps coming into my room.
Nope.
Is it?
Hello.
The pedophile signal
Hello.
just went off. I gotta go. Gotta go meet Commissioner Gordon on the roof.
Okay. People. I have a question. You were talking about before how kind of like the Superman and Christ connection.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The connection. Well, in Galatians 5:12, there's actually a chapter that was
Galatians.
Bow
cut.
your head.
No, actually, that's another part of the show I talk a lot about. It's really funny to me, the obvious comparisons between Superman and Christ. I mean, both were sent from heaven by their fathers. They're only children, you know. Superman landed in a barn, practically. Jesus landed in a barn. Both have died and been resurrected. Both have heat vision. There's a lot of common things there that the two share.
Wait a minute. Is Christ afraid of kryptonite?
He is, actually.
Is there a kryptonite for Christ?
It is. It is Satan.
Evil in the world.
Evil.
Terrorism.
Evil, yeah. So
That and
We're
Sudoku, mostly.
we're talking about evil
Not good
and
with numbers.
good and evil, and the basics of those two things in the world right now. That's really big.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that, I mean, you actually bring up in your show a lot, too.
Yeah, I do.
And of course, let's swing it right over to you, Sammy. Your show? No, okay, not yet. Yes, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
I am not asking. I'm telling you, my guest. You are ready now. So
My guest.
tell us-
Be my guest. Be my.
tell us about your one-man show.
Well, my show is called Hell to the Chief, and it's basically about how no matter who the president's been, we've always hated them, or some group of people have. So I think we should get rid of the presidency completely, because what we really need is a leader. And so the show is about what's wrong with the presidency, and we go through that, even the requirements in the Constitution in Article 2, all the way up to my suggestions for how we can make the country better by either taking an animal to be our president, like the African gray parrot.
Wait a minute.
Very, very smart animal.
Wait a minute. You want to have an animal for president?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
We need intelligence. We need a leader. We need someone we can believe in. And I think that, and also animals are innocent. They're not going to hurt anybody unless it's,
They'll make a mess of the White House, maybe.
Well, I think we've already.
You put down tarps.
Yeah, don't.
I mean, we've got some
left
left over
be easier
from Clinton.
Than you think. Here's the first thing: if it's an African gray parrot,
Okay.
at the end of the night, we just put a big sheet over the White House. Sleepy town.
Makes sense.
Nice.
I can't believe other people just don't think of these things.
Yeah.
It's bizarre to me that people don't see these things that we talk about.
From the mouth of babes.
I mean, you calling me hot?
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Of course I'm calling you
got a
hot.
girlfriend she's watching.
Nice.
Ignore
I
that.
don't.
Nice.
But Wing Boy, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long half an hour.
He's probably
people.
tied up still.
No. Why one-man shows? I mean, you both come from improv roots, stand-up roots, from locally, from San Francisco, or where are you from originally?
We're both from the South, actually. I lived in New York before this. He lived in D.C.
Deep part of the South.
South.
Well, no, that was...
Yeah.
We're from
Wait
the
a minute, I'm
South,
a
but
little
then we lived in...
confused.
Look, we're from the South. We don't know anything about geography.
Okay, good.
I don't even know what state we're in.
I know. This is Papua New Guinea, right?
Contemplation. That's
Yes.
what we are. Yes. This
But
is not New
Why
Guinea.
one-person shows? That's a good question.
Well,
Yes.
for my thing,
Alex.
I'll speak from my perspective. I lived in D.C., and political comedy is kind of a must there. You have to have a couple jokes in your bag to be able to get up on stage on Capitol Hill. I would get some time in Congress. That was a fun open mic. But
That's how you get
when I
into
came out
Congress.
here, SPF 7, we do what we do, and we do a bunch of different kinds of things, but we don't really do political comedy all that much. So I started a sketch troupe a few years ago that did stuff in the vein of a political satire group. And it went pretty well, and I really enjoyed it, but it didn't sustain. So I decided it might be kind of fun to combine a lot of the things that I like doing. So this show is stand-up in a way, it's sketch in a way. There's multimedia. Both of our shows have screens behind us where there's a lot of funny pictures and stuff.
Same screen. We
that
don't
kind
change
of-
screens.
Yeah.
We just use the same screen.
One-man show, one screen.
One screen.
Does that make sense?
Why would
Very
we-
green of you.
No need
Because
to
you don't want a
change the
second
screens.
screen.
No, I mean, how many trees have to die for these screens to be made?
I don't even think the screens are made of trees.
And the projectors,
They're
who
not-
knows what they're made out of? Clouds,
Frogs.
hope.
I'm just
Frogs.
gonna leave because I think they can do the show by themselves. I like it though.
You got those
I
buttons.
like-
We can't do the buttons. I don't
That's
know
right.
how-
I've got the buttons under control here. So when you were younger, when you were way, way younger, you wanted
Like
to be a
22,
yes,
21.
Yes, the veal speak. I will tell you, it's
Veal?
It's the veal. That's my. Yes, it is your veal.
The veal.
The veal.
Sounds,
Wait, did you say devil, but it sounded like the veal?
No, just veal.
No, we're veal.
Just
I'm
veal.
really confused. The veal.
I think she's insulting us, and at the same time, it kind of sounds like a compliment.
Sometimes like a really intelligent insult sounds really like endearing, like Le Veal speak. You're like, well, thank you. It's actually I got it at Forever 21, but
No.
it's not. It's
Back to the topic.
Yeah, continue.
We were okay. So
I guess the
whole-
point is no
yes.
one's ever been so nice to us.
Yeah,
so
it's
thank
really
you.
unusual.
Thanks for having us.
It's as easy as that. See that and the Coca-Cola I bought him before the show.
She's like, aunt.
That's it. Sodas and candy. Applied them with that. So tell me a little bit, please. We're getting back to
Yeah,
the
the
good
views.
versus evil.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the good versus evil. So tell me a little bit about the whole Bush administration now, and with your idea of the penguin. What was it that you were telling us? Penguin and the Dark Knight.
That was a secret.
Nice.
Well, I was just saying. I guess with the candidates now, we have McCain, who to tie in with his show. I think he kind of resembles the Penguin in some ways.
A lot. Yeah.
And then Barack is kind of our Dark Knight, I believe. He's our silent guardian, our watchful protector. Because he.
You can use that in your show.
No, do you want to?
Can I use that in my show?
Yeah, of course.
I like when I use that.
But it's the thing is, first of all, my show isn't really about bashing the current administration. That's one of the other reasons I came up with the show. Is I was tired as a comedian of writing Bush jokes. It's too easy. It's like shooting wolves from a helicopter. I mean, we really don't need to even make that point anymore.
My Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Wearing coat white, but my Vans look clean. My Vans on, but they look like sneakers. My Vans on, but they look like sneakers. My Vans on, but they look like sneakers. white, but my vans look clean.